I actually, before I started my YouTube channel, because I'd been wanting to start one like for years, but I remember I was like, trying to prepare for it and actually go in with I wanted to have fun and just do stuff, just be me and do stuff, but I also wanted to take it seriously and actually be able to sustain it. Mm-hmm. And so I remember as I was preparing and watching other YouTube videos and just gaining information and just different things, several times I heard people were just just start, just do it.
Yeah.
And so I think eventually because I was just collecting information, but I'd also felt like a go from the Lord, but in that go, I was okay, but I need to be prepared in a sense, or because I was I really don't know what I'm doing, and also I want to be successful,
Right.
I don't want to just be doing stuff and then burn out, because I mean that's happened, I've started
Totally.
things and then it's
all of us,
it just
yeah.
fizzles out, if you don't have a plan or kind of thing, or an idea of where you're going, which I think can be very helpful, but also it can also be very it can hold you back. It can be like a prison.
Yeah, that's
and so,
true.
Yeah. And so when I kept hearing people just do it, just start, I was all right, we're just going to start and kind of experiment and
yeah. What was your plan with that? Were you I'm just going to start, or did you have a plan?
Well, I kind of had a plan, but it was what, because which goes back to your questions. But it was kind of there's so many things that I'm interested in, and so many things that I'm quote unquote passionate about, but there's not a specific thing. And so a lot of times on social media or on YouTube, it's pick a specific thing or pick a specific lane that you want to go in, and find a niche.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah, I don't
niche,
have that.
Okay. And so I was
Right.
what's my niche? There's so many things. I was I don't know. And then it kind of also sent me down this of self-doubt of kind of nothing. I'm not good at anything, or I don't know enough about lots of things, or the thing. And so, yeah, which was kind of just oh man, it gets kind of depressing. And then you're just well, maybe this isn't for me. I just won't. But then it's but I have all these things bubbling up inside of me that I'm
Right.
ugh. So I kind of just was you know what? We're going to make it broad. I'm just going to do all the things that I want to do, that I like to do. So I think I find vlogging really fun. I like watching people that I'm interested in, their vlogs.
Yeah.
And I was I'd always I would want to have a vlog, so I did some vlogging. I was I also really love the Lord, and I want to talk about the Lord and just things that people in the church don't talk about, that really I find disheartening that we don't talk about it. It could be
Girl,
so
I
helpful,
know.
and there's just a lot of mysterious
Effervescent.
that that you don't know. I didn't know. I
Yeah.
still don't know. And so I was just I want to talk about that. Or I like to, I said, I like to make music. I don't have any
You do, yeah. That's crazy. I forgot about that one.
skill with it, or
That's not true.
tools.
But yeah, okay, tools.
you know
fair.
what I mean? I've never actually learned how to actually do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I like to do it, and so I was I want to share what I'm doing. I like to write. I like to do spoken words, poetry, whatever. And so I was I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. And so I kind of just did it, and that's kind of also to the whole pandemic, kind of threw me
I don't think I ever called that yet.
the whole
Everyone's coming up with these nicknames. Stimulus
know.
check, my stimmy.
Yes.
What is happening?
But
The pandemic.
yeah.
Okay, news to me.
But kind of was helpful. I love let me don't put that in there.
No, that's real, because it
But,
was not the best year
Yes.
for many of us, but it was very eye-opening.
Yes,
in other ways.
very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
And and it kind of put a halt on life for a little bit.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to okay, step back and actually do the things that I'd been wanting to do, but I actually now have plenty of time for the most
Yeah.
part to do them, because wasn't really getting distracted by other things or having
Right.
a lot really to do. Excuse me. But that kind of was like when I actually started. And then like, though in the middle, because it was a really hard year and there were a lot of things that happened, like some simultaneously, but where it kind of threw me off my game and I like stopped. And so, and it was just kind of like, ooh. So I needed to do like a lot, like healing and like lots of things, and I'm still healing. But yeah, that kind
That's
of
a part
is
of the
what,
artistic
like,
process
stopped.
is healing
I believe
and
that
expressing
to be
it,
true.
or like
So.
trying to not express it. Like it really depends on who you are. Me, I express it all the way, but yeah, it's hard to navigate sometimes
Very
because
much so.
art can be very personal, but yet like a lot of us feel the need to share eventually,
Yeah.
and so trying to navigate like what that looks like and everything.